Upset that Americans aren't buying into their massive radical spending bills. So are they looking inward and asking themselves why their agenda is so unpopular? Of course not. Nancy Pelosi yesterday went after the media, blasting them for not doing the Democrats' job and trying to convince the American people to support the radical proposals.
Do you think you need to do a better job at messaging and going forward? How do you sell this if ultimately you have to?
Well, I think you all could do a better job of selling it, to be very frank with you, because every time I come here, I go through the list. Family and medical leave, climate, the issues that are in there. But it is true, it is hard to break through when you have such a comprehensive package.
Well, I love the fact that she says, do you think that you need to do a better job of communicating what our job is in trying to get this bill passed? So is this now like an open secret, Dana? Is she openly saying that the media is a messenger for the Democrat Party?
Well, it's really interesting. Obviously, Republicans have reason to say that the media is biased. But if you ask a lot of Democrats, they think the media is biased against them as well. Hillary Clinton, for sure, will tell you that. And when it comes to the New York Times, and remember the Clinton Global Initiative, they broke that story, all the emails, that kind of thing. So I would always just recommend this. If you're in the private sector and you have to hire a PR person, always hire a Republican. They've definitely had to work harder. They don't think anything is going to be handed to them. They had to be more persuasive in their language and more precise on the merits. Notice that we have not seen the text of this bill, and there's a good reason for that, because as soon as you start looking into it, people are saying, wait, we don't really like this. It's not a benign issue.
Oh, yeah.
All of the polls are saying, wait, no, we don't really think we need this. We don't think it will help us. And so they're having an uphill battle. I just want to mention a couple of things that are in here, just to be clear for people. They talk about free childcare. One of the things that they would do is give this gift to the unions, and they would require all pre-kindergarten providers to have a college degree.
Ridiculous.
Do you think that will reduce the cost of child care in America? We already have a child care price. Wow. And they're demanding how much they're going to get paid. There already aren't enough child care providers.
Right.
And do you need a college degree?
Graduate.
Could you get, you just don't need to have it. The other thing is it would block faith-based child care providers from participating in the program.
Yeah, no, that's...
And that is wrong. So that is where you get the culture war stuff into these bills. They don't have the text out yet, but pay attention to it.
Okay, so, Geraldo, she says only 10% know about what's in the bill. And
I think that's exaggeration.
But let me finish. Yeah, I do too. But she says, but if they knew what was in the bill, she's convinced Americans would support it.
Mm-hmm. Well, take the example that Dana makes about the pre-K. What is pre-K? I mean, I'm all for it. You get the kid and you want him to, evolve as much as possible and be as ready for kindergarten as possible. But pre-K basically is daycare, right? I mean, in reality. So when you insist that someone has a degree, a 4-year degree, to babysit your kids, of course it's going to just, lard expense on. It's great, an idea. You want pre-K, universal pre-K, great. But to have a college degree, unnecessary. I mean, none of my kids ever had, that person.
Yeah, that.
And they grew up fine. They went to great schools, and
not everybody has to go to college.
Yeah.
And it's another thing. Not everybody has to go to college. Okay, and one thing I just want to say, just in my symbolic role here as progressive, I think that, don't you think that Cinema and Manchin have to be more specific about what they want in and what they want out, rather than making people guess about what? I think it's
they said they've been very clear.
It's very unfair.
Question that I was going to ask Greg.
What?
Will Manchin and Cinema fold, or will they stick to their guns?
I don't know. I just think I want to go back to what Pelosi said about the media, because it's amazing that you could say that with a straight face. But that's the advances of modern medicine.
Greg.
Is it her fault to expect them to carry the water? I don't think it is. Right. She looks at the media the way you look at that friend that promises to help you move a sofa. And this is a huge, massive sofa. And they have just given up trying to move it for her. And she's like, come on, you promised you were going to move this up the stairs. She looks at the media in a way that they're in the same club. She's kind of right. She's kind of right.
She
But
is right.
I do have to say, she doesn't bother to hide her assumption of superiority. She really does see everybody else around her as like non-playing characters in a video game. Like she's playing the game, and everybody else there is just there to deal with her.
Okay, Jesse, AOC is actually warning Schumer and Pelosi, saying you can't get rid of this, this, and this. So it looks like the progressives are at war with some of the mainstream Democrats there. I mean, she's basically threatening them. Is she the leader of the Speaker of the House?
Well, she's got a lot of juice, Judge, and you know the progressives outnumber the moderates, so she might be a leader in some regards. And the reason that the media doesn't want to cover the details of this thing, because they know if they do, no one's going to want it. Because look at these details. $25 million for butterflies. What do they need money for? How about $8 billion for climate police?
Yes.
I thought they wanted to defund the police, not the climate police.
Yeah.
The climate police. How about illegal aliens get free college tuition? $643 million for culturally appropriate foods.
Yep.
What is that? Taco
at
Tuesday?
Rice and
Everything's
beans, come on.
equity. 8 million illegals get amnesty, or they're going to fix racist roads and bridges. That probably just means they get to demolish statues that they don't like. Also, millions in grants for organizations that treat individuals suffering from loneliness, Judge.
Oh, wow.
From loneliness.
Tell 'em to
Now,
watch The
people that are
Five.
lonely get millions of dollars, and it
Okay.
penalizes marriage,
It's
among
terrible.
crushing taxes for small business.
Thank you,
You're
Jesse.
welcome.